Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. We're looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. Good to see them bullets didn't affect your charm none. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn a dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. First one. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm all... I charge in to... Well... Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have... They ain't much use to be now. And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it... don't... You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old Bone Lord. Once they'd run... Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the... I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Anyway, it's a right peaceful... Happy trip.
If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not... It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Howdy, partner. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B.
Howdy. The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever can. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Nah. Means I poked through old buildings looking for working tech and way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I'll... Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river. But don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Primm don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't, or couldn't, finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back, and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. They just laid. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, everything all right? Well, let's just finish this first, all right? That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your... Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to... Tell you what. I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are... Follow me. Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got a bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. Okay, you're on. Go give them hell. See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me. Come on! Confound it, Cheyenne. Why'd you have to go running in like that? You were supposed to stay. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this. I'm not gonna be very good company right now. I did have... Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making... Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Let me think now. I know I've seen Brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being Xander root over by the school. Bring those on back to me.
Bye.